Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deepsouth Homestead. We're in the house today, guys. We've just got in a new product here from a company called Lanchez. This is a shallow well jet pump. It's very lightweight. That's one thing I like about it. And we're talking about everything here. We've got the motor, we've got the tank, we've got the pressure switch, we've got the gauges. It's an entire complete unit. Now with all the hurricanes coming in, and guys, we've had our share of them this year. Y'all know that. Down here on the Gulf Coast, I mean, every time we turn around, it's another hurricane. Well, y'all know, if you watch our channel very regular, we have two greenhouses back here. The one thing that we worry about, well, a lot with all these hurricanes coming in is the loss of electricity. And if we have the loss of electricity, then we face the greenhouses not having any water. And when you're in a greenhouse, they have to have water every day. Now, I guess if he's going to say that if there's a downside to it, that would be the downside to a greenhouse, is that they must be watered every day. And if you have a hurricane come in and there's no electricity and you can't run your well, we're not on a community service out here of no kind, or a municipal water system or anything like that. We don't want it out here. We'd rather use our wells. Should that happen, we're sitting here, we're having to go down to the pond with a bucket, scoop up water, tote it up the hill, go in the greenhouse and water. And guys, we've got two large greenhouses. That's a lot of water. And at our age, it's just not something you want to be doing. So when this company and us got together, they had several products, and this is one that I looked at and I said, wow, this may be the answer to what we are trying to get figured out here at Deepsouth Homestead. And that is how to water our greenhouses after a storm, like a hurricane. Because we have been without power here up to 26 days before. So that's a big issue, guys. 20-something days, you can lose an entire greenhouse. You can lose everything you've got in it, during a situation like that. So this particular pump, now this is designed for continuous running. You don't have to worry about it. It has a thermal overload protection with it. If it gets too hot, it'll automatically turn itself off, and then it has a switch, you can turn it back on. But guys, we have a pond right next to our two greenhouses. And our thinking on this is, we're going to be purchasing a line that we can stick in the end here and throw it off in the water with a filter system in it, so that we can throw it off into the pond water, and we can actually turn this thing on, and on this end right here, we'll be able to hook it to another line, and we're going to be able to pump water up to our greenhouse, and we're going to set up a system up there where we can hook a line into it, so that should that ever happen, I can take this down to the pond, right by the pier. I can throw the line off the pier into the water, and we can hook a hose to this, probably be some kind of flexible hose, and run it to our greenhouse, and I can take my generator and crank it up and park my generator right beside it and crank this baby up, because it's only 110. It comes with a cord right here. It's a 110 cord that plugs in, and everything is factory set. We just turn it on and it pumps, and when it builds up to the right amount of pressure, it kicks itself off automatically. And guys, we're back in business and we don't lose our greenhouses. So now this thing has a wide range of applications. I mean, there's some paperwork that comes with it that says it's not for drinking water. Now I don't understand what the deal is for that, as to why you couldn't use it for drinking water, but that is in the paperwork. Now, it might be something to do with what the tank's made out of. I don't know about that. There's no instructions for it. This thing comes with a lot of safety features about it. And it also, on the other side right here, I can turn around. There's your on and off switch right there on the side. You turn it on, you turn it off if you need to. And like I said, it's very lightweight, doesn't weigh a lot. And I think that this is going to be the answer for us with our greenhouses. Because, guys, I mean, let's face it, with everything that we're facing, with all this weather going on and all, and the storms like they're getting, if this is any indication of what the next years are going to be during the grand solar minimum, then we have got ourselves a big issue to deal with here. Now, I don't know that in the lift capacity, on the box here, there is a chart system on a performance chart here. It gives you the amount of gallons that it will produce based on the lift on it. You know, and it goes up, it can lift up to 150 feet. Now that's a pretty good lift. So, and none of my wells are anything near anything close to that. So we actually have some that we drilled ourselves. It's only 20-something foot deep, which would be perfect for that. But our main focus at this point is to be able to pull water from the pond to be able to water our greenhouses after a hurricane. This is a prep item for us. It's not something that we're going to be putting down there and putting to use all the time. It's something that should a hurricane come, we're going to be going out and just picking it up, the box. We're going to keep it in the box here. We'll be able to pick it up in the box, take it down to the pier, unbox it, hook the lines into it. We're going to go already put the fittings in it and have it ready, prime it, bring the generator, turn it on, and start pumping water. That is our goal at Deep South Homestead here, in being prepared for the future during these storms. Now guys, I've said it over and over and over that on a homestead, or just in life in general, water is probably one of the biggest issues that we're all going to face at some point with what's coming. And the more we can do to prepare for water shortages, I think the better off we will be. So this is one of our prep items, like I said. Now, those of you who watch our other videos over at the cabin, you know we have the Alexa Pure for our water system over there. That is another alternate water purification system for us. This here, we can water our gardens. If our gardens, we get in a drought, I can set this thing up down at the pond. I can put my generator beside it, turn it on. I can pump water up the hill right into my gardens, and I can water my gardens with it, and we still are winning if we are in a drought situation. So it has many applications that it can be used for. And I would encourage each and every person that if you're planning on surviving through anything, that like hurricanes or power outages and different things like that, and you're raising your own food source and you don't have any water for them, and you've got greenhouses and stuff like that, I would definitely look into one of these. These things are very economical. Now, if you're interested in it, you can check the description down below. There will be a link there for the company, and you might want to just, you know, if you're in like us in a hurricane zone, you might want to look into something like this, because especially if you have a pond or a creek or anything on your property that you need to get the water from there up to where your gardens is, or your if you got a greenhouse and you need to get the groundwater, it's definitely worth looking into, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed today looking at another prep item here at Deep South Homestead from the Lanchez company. Guys, it comes with, hold on, let's look here. It comes with a 1-year product warranty. That's interesting. And it's a 1.6 horsepower. It pumps up to 1,030 gallons per hour. Now that's a lot of water. 1,030 gallons per hour, and it's designed for continuous run. That, my friend, is one of the reasons when I was reading that on the paperwork, I was sold. Because when you go to water in a garden, it takes a lot of water. Or you water in a greenhouse, it takes a lot of water. And you don't want to be sitting there with a hand pump trying to hand pump your water. You don't want to sit there with a regular pump that's going to get thermally too hot and you run the risk of burning your pump up. This one's made for the continuous run. So check it out. Check it out in the description down below. If necessary, purchase yourself one. I think in the long run, it's a good prep item. So guys, thank you from Deep South Homestead.